When it is possible to achieve such an aim by lying, but not by telling the truth, it is permissible to lie if attaining the goal is permissible,
Yikes.
and obligatory to lie if the goal is obligatory.
Obligatory.
So, lying is not just permissible, but obligatory if the outcome is obligatory and truth won't accomplish the desired end. The only possible way to get an average person to convert is to trick them. Lie about magical preservation of the Quran. Lie about scientific miracles. Lie about women's rights. Lie about being peaceful. Lie about Muhammad.
That hits hard.
Lie about what the Quran and Sunnah say. Or best of all, lie about what Christianity teaches and avoid talking about Islam at all.
I never want to talk about that stuff.
One particular type of Muslim is a habitual liar. The type who disputes with Christians in YouTube comments as a form of dawah. And as we're about to see, there's a reason why they act this way. A quick internet search will reveal that lying is forbidden in Islam. To us, that's a clear moral command. However, we have to understand Islam as well-informed Muslims understand it. Islam is not a religion based on moral principles. It's a religion based on rules. Or put differently, a religion of laws and lawyers. The Quran is not the ultimate authority in Islam. The scholarly consensus, that is the opinion of the lawyers, on how to interpret the Quran and the Sunnah is the ultimate authority.
Wow.
As such, we need to turn to the legal, or Sharia, guides to understand Islam.
Yo, real quick before we finish, I just want y'all to know, this is my brother Thaddeus right here, man, from Reasoned Answer. And he's a very smart and intelligent brother that defends the faith and that obviously makes videos that exposes the lies about Islam or the truth about Islam. So, man, shout out to him. If you aren't following him, go follow him. This is a snippet from one of his videos. He does crazy live streams, crazy live streams. And he has a whole bunch of guests that come on that are very learned and very educated. So, again, if you're not following this brother, go follow him. If you're a Muslim, you need to go follow him so you can learn the truth, man. Stop listening to all these dawah script losers that are lying. Especially when he said early on, his brother said early on, the Muslims that be lying, they be in the comments. I know. I got a whole bunch of them in my comments. I be talking to a lot of them. And all they do, lie. Talking about our belief lying, but yet they're allowed to lie. They're allowed to lie. Sharia law, all that fun stuff. Now, what I didn't know is I thought technically the Quran was supposed to be the ultimate authority. But now, if it's really the law, it makes sense why they're allowed to do all these things and not really, care what the Quran really says. Because if I'm not mistaken, maybe the Quran does say not to lie. But outside the Quran, what's going on?
Let's take a look at what Reliance of the Traveler, the most popular such manual, states on lying. Primary texts from the Quran and Sunnah that it is unlawful to lie are both numerous and intersubstantiative, it being among the ugliest sins and most disgusting faults. Because of the scholarly consensus of the Ummah, it is prohibited. Well, there you go. Lying is prohibited. Case closed. Well, no. Remember, Islam is a system of laws, and laws have exceptions. The thought concludes. Our only concern here being to explain the exceptions to what is considered lying and apprise of the details. In Islam, lying is prohibited, except when it isn't. Reliance continues.
Crisscross.
The Prophet did not permit untruth in anything people say, except for three things: war, settling disagreements, and a man talking with his wife or she with him. This is an explicit statement that lying is sometimes permissible for a given interest, scholars having established criteria defining what types of it are lawful. Reliance interprets this statement generally, and I think they are correct. In Islam, Muslims are always at war with non-Muslims, so that covers the first group. The second covers Muslim acquaintances, and the third, family.
Dang, so y'all
if lying
really
achieves a good end, tricking non-Muslims or smoothing over a relationship, it is a good thing to do.
Dang, so y'all really some slime balls for real. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm keep 100. Y'all. So basically, So you know how Jesus, right? We have the 2 commandments, right? And they basically cover the entirety of the 10 commandments. 'Cause on the first commandment, you obviously have, love God with all your heart and soul, and know that, you can't put any other God before him, right? And then the second one is love your neighbor as you love yourself. So really that just covers everything right there. Their 3 lies that they're allowed to do cover everything. Like, in the heart of battle, you can lie. With your girlfriend, you can lie. Everybody, you can lie. Everybody lies. Lie, 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 lie. Don't matter. The only thing that you can't lie about, I don't know. It don't seem like there's nothing that you can't really lie about. So all y'all Muslims in the comments talking crazy, talking about my belief. Well, guess what? My belief prohibits for real, lying. Doesn't say it's good at all. Y'all allowed to lie. What's going on, man? What's going on? Y'all got all these books and all these things that contradict themselves and contradict one another. Blows my mind. Or it may not even contradict. Maybe it just falls into place. Maybe that's how it's supposed to be because, again, by any means necessary. If I got to tell you an embryo is made in the manner that it is, I can't remember exactly the nonsense that Islam does. I think it's like bones first and then everything else. Or if I can tell you that Muhammad split the moon, whatever. If I can tell you that Quran's been perfectly preserved, here we go. Though it hasn't been. So, lie, lie, lie. And it's so ironic when I see Muslims in the comments be like, oh, without lies, Christianity dies. Muslim, please. Y'all better calm down with all that. But anyway, come on, Brother Thaddeus. Keep teaching us.
The end justifies the means. Furthermore, Reliance explains that it isn't the intention of the speaker that matters, but rather the technicalities of what is said. It is religiously more precautionary in all such cases to employ words that give misleading impression, meaning to intend by one's words something that is literally true, in respect to which one is not lying, while the outward purport of the words deceives the hearer. In Islam, deceptive speech isn't lying, because everything is based on legal technicalities, not moral precepts. Non-Muslims will never understand Islam until they realize such legalistic thinking is a core difference between how they perceive morality and how Islam does. No doubt, the average Muslim is not directly aware of these rulings.
Heck no.
But the kind of Muslim deep into Dawah surely does know. They are certainly in disagreement with Christians, and usually view themselves at war as well. So lying becomes permissible in their minds. And just to be safe, they'll word their posts so they can, in their mind, say the words are technically true, even though a natural reading conveys a different, false meaning. But actually, it gets worse. Reliance explains, if something is obtainable through both telling the truth and lying, it is unlawful to accomplish it through lying, because there is no need for it. When it is possible to achieve such an aim by lying, but not by telling the truth, it is permissible to lie if attaining the goal is permissible, and obligatory to lie if the goal is obligatory. So, lying is not just permissible, but obligatory if the outcome is obligatory and truth won't accomplish the desired end. Is it obligatory for Muslims to wage war on non-Muslims?
Yes.
Is it obligatory for Muslims to give dawah?
Yes.
Hit him with the
Is it obligatory to continue until all the world has converted to Islam, or at least agreed to acknowledge their inferiority and live as subjugated people?
Yes.
That's all them Dawah dudes are.
So the end is obligatory. But how can Muslims accomplish that end? Can they convince anyone to convert to Islam by telling the truth?
Heck no.
Absolutely not. Islam is morally depraved and intellectually bankrupt. The only possible way to get an average person to convert is to trick them. Lie about magical preservation of the Quran. Lie about scientific miracles. Lie about women's rights. Lie about being peaceful. Lie about Muhammad.
That hits hard.
Lie about what the Quran and Sunnah say, or best of all, lie about what Christianity teaches and avoid talking about Islam at all.
I never want to talk about that stuff.
The Dawagandists, the sophisticated ones anyway, know exactly what they're doing. They are attempting to accomplish the end by whatever means are necessary. and are following the Sharia guidance on obligatory lying. For this reason, Islam has built a whole system of guidance on how and when to lie.
Why you always lying? Why you always lying? Oh my gosh. Muslim, stop lying. Ooh, I tell you what, that brother right there, Brother Thaddeus, was spitting the truth. Spitting the truth and showing the proof too. That's what a lot of Muslims don't like doing. They never want to show proof. And one of the best things they like to do is eisegesis. But we're not going to get into all that because, you know, that's all they be doing is lying. But again, shout out to Reason Answers. Go follow him. Link down below in the description. What's going on, Muslims? Let me know why is it that lying has to be in the repertoire? Why? Why can't you just build off of, you know, the faith? You know why? Because it's bull. That's why. It don't make no sense. It doesn't make any sense. So y'all gotta lie. Y'all gotta be like, oh, lie here. Oh, lie there. What's that? A lie everywhere. But anyway, this has been your boy, the Scripture Plug Albert. I'm gonna catch y'all next time. I'm out.